Optic Texas is in your hands. Can you close out this game and set up a date with Atlanta FaZe in the losers bracket final?
That is going to be an exciting game if we make it, but at the moment both teams playing for positioning. For Optic, it's all about seeing if you can get in this flip or bleed points off of P1. For Boston, spread wide and hold the angles.
Rotations have been a big issue for the side of Boston. They're going to want to make sure they're locking in these P2 ones if they can, but the flip immediately. Bad news for Boston. Straight from the rim. Dashi with 2 now, over towards the dark side, just trying to lock down the lanes as best he can. Boston reaches nowhere near it. And they're having to get through Bruce, which is just such a hard task. Make it 3. 5 in a row for Dashi to kick off the game.
He's doing it again. Dashi, the man who will not be moved, the man who doesn't miss. A streak off the rip, the cruise missile in the back pocket. And now Shotzi waiting. Patient like a hunter, will find the first, not the second though, will get taken down. Pressure now down the back alley. Hugh waiting for them to come out of the Barber's haircut for all involved. And Hugh waiting for this last one, will have to get out of there because of that grenade, but Optic Texas again.
Locking it down. They just haven't gotten anywhere near this. Your Boston in the first 30 seconds. They all find one at a Shotzi. Try and get something going. We'll find a second on the Dashi. He's done so well to find all of these. My goodness, Nero breaks it open all on his own. He was the guy to try and bring them back into the control. Make it 4. Nero going lights out over towards P2, but P3 is what we're talking about now. That is a little bit of a light at the end of a very dark tunnel for Boston Breach. It was not a good start, but Nero drags them back into it.
They have the control. Optic have numbers here. Dashi already going to commit this. Probably just information. Throws it through the building and he will find Vivid as well. Awakening Beans now have to hold off the onslaught. Hugh finds himself in diving around. Beans will get him eventually. Shotzi will get the trade for him. Optic are here in more numbers than Boston. They now have control of 10.
Nero just trying to play his life a little bit now. 5 spree for him. Vivid will get dealt with his Ghosty and co. Will find this break seamlessly. Shotzi shuts down Nero before that streak can continue. Beans, though, doesn't catch the grenade, will catch the kill. Ghosty will take him down. It's a brilliant hold unless Vivid can do something about it. Shotzi shuts him down. P3 time. Optic Texas rotation is there for Boston. That is a lot of time over towards Optic once more.
And while Boston thought they probably had that P3, they're going to be a bit more confident about P4. Can they find the position before Optic descends upon them? Go for it. Beans gets gunned. No, he doesn't. He gets grenaded before he can do anything. Vivid now knows pressure's coming towards him at all points. Hugh will find his second. Barbers is wide open. Awakening desperately trying to hold this off as he knows pressure coming through. That grenade is not good. It's actually stopped Boston from getting in the point. It's all going wrong.
It's not going right unless you're an Optic Texas fan. Nero and Vivid combining well. Vivid finds a second, but is that going to be enough? Now it's going to be Beans left all alone. It feels like every single second is so important for Boston now. They need to steady this ship immediately. But the kills still flowing through. Make it 3. Number 4. Here it comes. Shotzi shuts him down. These breaks have just been so well orchestrated from Optic Texas. Nameless said it best. Sometimes you're just getting fried. It is a 50-point lead anchoring. Beans will find 2, but the rotational kills going over towards Hook, but he's the only one here.
Beans will find it. Perfect nade through the top. And they need this rotation here. Boston know the pressure is upon them once again. Another kill. Ghosty finds Nero. Reinforcements. Faltering. He's looking for it, trying to find Dashi. Can't get it. There's players all around. Oh! He finds 2. Surrounded and outnumbered. Boston do not hold again.
Just 0 holding power from the side of Boston Breach has really been the issue all the way through. Awakening will find 1, but it is a steady 60 points and rising for Optic Texas so far. Awakening challenging things solo. It's not looking good for Boston. Beans will find 1 to try and break things open, cannot find the second. And it's now getting to the stage where Boston look uncoordinated. They look shook on the main stage. Shotzi 12 and 6 looking to add to the slaughter. Awakening falls. This is just too easy for Optic right now.
This is a different level. I said before, Optic have gone further than we expected from their offset, but they have improved with every single game. Today is another point proven. They are running over Boston like they did in the first hard point. Boston will have the controller to the Cantina. Ghosty is going to be here. He eventually falls. but it is almost a 100-point difference now as we hit the rotation.
And Boston, if you are them, you must get a full, decent hold here. Cantina control looking good. Vivid will find one, Vivid will find two. Force free for him at this moment in time as Hook will find a breakthrough. Can he find the second as Awakening holding on tight. 4-13 has not had a good series.
Awakening, and when they need him to be large inside, they talk about big wake, but it's a big mistake at the moment. And there's nothing they can find. It is another break for Optic. And things are beginning to look a little bit dire as Optic continue to go to work. Nero has done everything he can so far, but it may not be enough.
Rotation here for Optic over towards P7. Looking so good right now. Every single bit of scrap. Boston need to beg, borrow, and steal right now for anything they can find on the map. But the kill feed lighting up the wrong shade of green if you're Boston, the right shade if you're Optic Texas. P7 control, just about there. Beans, we're going to spoil the party here with a kill on the Ghosty. We'll find it. Needs the button, rest of Boston to get near him. He needs to stay alive as well. But Dashi and Shotzi combining well. Optic Texas will surely break 200 here.
The trades are never there for Boston. They are always there for Optic. They're trying to get the pinch going through him as well, and he does get it down. A respite for Boston. They managed to clear the field for just a few seconds. We'll get back into it and look for a setup. Nero only finds one, and Optic ready to strike.
Dashi with an unbelievable kill onto Awakening. Boston have brought this into the realms of possibility. Shotzi cannot find the kill. Beans trying to lock it down here as Ghosty will find two though. He's having a good game at 18 and 12. Dashi will be there again. The ARs of Optic Texas have been dominant.
And in other games, it's been the SMGs. It has really been quite one-sided. We are about to enter our next set of rotations. Optic in a commanding position within lethal range on any one hill. And Boston breach. They need a miracle. They need prayers. They need sacrifices. Because if they don't find something now, this game is over.
Beans trying to find something over towards the tunnel side. Good kills coming in here for the side of Boston. Hook with the big one though, to lock down P2. 20 and 14 out of him, as Cantina will be on the line very, very shortly, as Vivid and Beans finding the kills in the middle of the map. Hook's still here on his own.
There's three. Dashi still going to be fighting for it. 21 and 9. Oh. Eventually will be taken down. There's a lot of kill feed here for Boston.
Oh, that's a big kill, because if Ghosty slips the net, it causes problems in the rank of Boston. 15 seconds to go here. This is good time over towards P1. You've got Optic spawning way out as well. It's a nice setup from Boston, but we've seen a couple of them already. A couple of kills coming in for Optic, but can Boston hold on to this? They're spawning out. They're dying at the wrong time.
Vivid's alone, and he's gonna get gunned. Dashi has not been missing this entire hard point. Optic, they break the P2. Pressure coming from back alley from Boston. They have to go. They cannot afford to lose these trades. They don't have to do as much. Nero finds one as well. They get themselves back into Cantina. It was almost disaster.
Staying alive is Nero now. Just about the 220-point mark if you're Optic Texas. It's a confident lead, but one that could get nervy if Boston can find well anything. But this kill feed looking green on the left. Shotzi, Hook, Dashi combining together. They can just about win it here if you're Optic Texas. 20 seconds to go. Boston have stopped that tie for just a little bit, but Hook will find 5. They'll need to see the next hill, but they may well be heading there with only needing 5 or so points.
Boston have not held tin any time they've tried. And Optic are close. So close they can taste it. But are they lost in the sauce? Let's find out. Optic, 3 seconds until they get revenge at the major and go top 3. Shotzi hitting a route. Doesn't find anybody. They are now looking to execute, but it's only Shotzi. The reinforcements aren't here, but it doesn't matter.
He will wait. The rest of Optic here in numbers now. Here comes the break. Optic through the front door. It's going to be Shotzi Awakening near a hold on tight though. Dashi's the only one who can find anything. Good hold from Boston so far.
Duke finding one, looking for the second, will eventually fall. Just a breather here for Boston, but Shotzi's not slowing down. He's going straight for it, looking for Nero's got him. Look for the second. Snake's going to fall eventually, but Dash is going to be here as well. Ghosty finds the kill, finds the time, and Optic gets revenge.